90% of the global population is living in environments with polluted air. Every year, millions of people, especially infants, pay with their lives due to the harmful toxins present in the air we breathe. Did you know that microscopic particles smaller than human hair are infiltrating our lungs every day? These are PM2.5 particles, which are responsible for a range of severe health issues such as lung cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and strokes. So, which are the most polluted hotspots on the planet? India and China, economic powerhouses, are facing severe environmental crises. But that's not all. Many other countries are also drowning in a sea of toxic smoke, where air quality is so poor it's hard to imagine. Let's explore the list of the 15 most polluted countries in the world. This is not just a journey of discovery, but also a wake-up call about the far-reaching consequences of air pollution on human health and the environment. Number 15. India. India, the land of the sacred Ganges, magnificent palaces and vibrant festivals, is facing a silent disaster: air pollution. Millions of Indians are breathing toxic air every day, where each breath feels like a knife cutting into their lungs. The statistics are alarming. PM2.5 levels in India are many times higher than safety standards, leading to millions of premature deaths each year. The capital, New Delhi, with its stifling air, has become one of the most polluted cities in the world. What causes this disaster? It's a deadly combination of dirty fuel use, outdated stoves, and chaotic traffic. Millions of households in India still rely on wood, straw, and other biomass for cooking, releasing enormous amounts of smoke. Coal-fired power plants continue to spew thick black smoke into the sky, and on crowded roads, millions of cars and motorcycles emit harmful exhaust, turning cities into giant furnaces. The consequences of air pollution are severe. It not only causes respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, but also shortens lifespans, affects children's development, and reduces labor productivity. The country aims to increase coal-based power production by 50% from 2018 to 2030, which could lead to an estimated 844,000 premature deaths if these power plants are built. Severe traffic congestion in Indian cities is also a major cause of air pollution. Scientific studies have shown that vehicles running at low speeds burn fuel inefficiently, resulting in higher pollutant emissions. Specifically, when average speeds are between 20 to 40 kilometers per hour, vehicle emissions are twice as high compared to speeds of 55 to 70 kilometers per hour. However, due to heavy traffic, average speeds on many roads in India often fail to reach 20 kilometers per hour. This means that pollutant emissions from vehicles in India are 4 to 8 times higher than under clear traffic conditions. What are your thoughts on this issue? What can we do to help India and other countries cope with the worsening air pollution? Please share your thoughts. Number 14. Nepal. Kathmandu, the city of ancient temples and majestic Himalayas, is gradually becoming a city trapped in fog. The once clear blue skies are now covered by a thick layer of dust. Air pollution levels here exceeded alarming thresholds in 2023, with PM2.5 reaching a high of 42.4, making Kathmandu one of the most polluted cities in the world. Kathmandu's unique valley terrain, like an enormous upside-down bowl, has become a trap for all pollution. The Himalayan ranges surrounding the city act as a barrier, preventing air circulation and causing pollutants to accumulate. The situation worsens with a rapidly growing population and a surge in traffic. Motorcycles and cars snake through dusty roads, emitting vast amounts of smoke and making the air suffocate. Moreover, construction activities contribute significantly to pollution. New buildings spring up like mushrooms, and the burning of waste creates large amounts of fine dust that enters people's lungs, causing many serious diseases. Air pollution in Kathmandu not only causes respiratory diseases but also affects tourism, a major industry for Nepal. Tourists are unlikely to visit a city where they have to wear masks all day to protect their health. Number 13. Bangladesh. Bangladesh, the land of rivers and lush green fields, is facing a fierce battle for survival. It's not a war or natural disaster, but an invisible enemy: air pollution. The skies over Bangladesh are no longer clear. Instead, they are shrouded in a dense layer of dust, making the air stuffy and hard to breathe. Air pollution levels here have exceeded alarming thresholds, making Bangladesh one of the most polluted countries in the world. The disaster's causes come from multiple sources: industrial emissions, dust from vehicles, especially the three-wheeled tuk-tuks, and smoke from traditional brick kilns. All these contribute to a deadly cocktail in the air that the people of Bangladesh must breathe every day. Air pollution in Bangladesh not only causes respiratory diseases but also increases the risk of cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing conditions are the most vulnerable. Every breath in Bangladesh is like a gulp of poison, silently shortening the lives of millions. The World Bank reports that around 272,000 preventable deaths and 5.2 billion days of illness are due to air pollution, contaminated water, inadequate sanitation, and lead exposure. What do you think about the pollution situation here? Please share your thoughts. Number 12. Indonesia. Indonesia, the jewel of Southeast Asia, is gradually becoming a toxic island with rapidly increasing air pollution levels, now one of the most polluted countries in the world with PM2.5 at 37. The once clear skies of this archipelago are now rare, replaced by a haze of dust. The capital, Jakarta, with its skyscrapers and congested roads, has become one of the most polluted cities in the world. According to recent reports show that hundreds of thousands of Indonesians die each year from pollution-related diseases. Polluted air infiltrates the lungs and bloodstream, causing respiratory, cardiovascular, and cancer-related diseases. Children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing conditions are the most vulnerable. What causes this disaster? It's a deadly combination of rampant deforestation, fossil fuel use, and chaotic traffic. Tropical forests, the Earth's green lungs, are being destroyed for agriculture and logging. Coal-fired power plants continue to release dust into the environment, and on congested roads, millions of cars and motorcycles emit harmful exhaust. To address the air pollution problem, the Indonesian government has urged people to use public transportation. The government is also working towards having 530,000 electric vehicles on the road by 2030. Previously, Indonesia also committed to halting the construction of new coal-fired power plants from 2023 and achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050. According to Greenpeace, there are currently 10 coal-fired power plants operating within a 100-kilometer radius around Jakarta. Number 11. Egypt. According to reports from the Egyptian Ministry of Health, air pollution in Egypt is at a red alert level with an average PM2.5 index reaching 42.4, a number that is certainly alarming. Each year, millions of Egyptians face poor health conditions, with an estimated 2 million cases of respiratory diseases due to pollution. The cost is extremely high. In 2019, 90,559 people died prematurely due to air pollution. But it doesn't stop there. Air pollution also creates a massive financial burden. In 2016 to 2017, the Greater Cairo area spent 47 billion Egyptian pounds, about 1.5 billion USD, on healthcare related to pollution, and the national total cost in 2018 was even higher, exceeding 100 billion Egyptian pounds. Egypt is implementing various measures such as controlling industrial emissions and transitioning transportation methods to reduce pollution, but these efforts are clearly still insufficient. A 2013 World Bank report pointed out that Egypt's air pollution control policies lack systematic and coordinated approaches. A concerning example is the management of green spaces. Greenery, which plays a crucial role in improving air quality, is being severely cut down, partly due to infrastructure projects like road expansions and canal construction. Ironically, these projects contribute to worsening pollution instead of alleviating it. Additionally, climate change is exacerbating the situation. Forecasts suggest that annual average temperatures in Egypt will rise by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius in the near future, leading to increasingly extreme weather phenomena such as heat waves and droughts. These changes not only intensify air pollution but also create long-term negative impacts on health and living conditions. Do you feel uneasy about this situation? Please share your thoughts below. Number 10. China. After a decade of environmental improvement efforts, China is facing a disturbing reality. Air pollution is worsening. The PM2.5 air quality index, the most accurate measure of pollution levels, has surged to alarmingly high levels, over 6 times the United Nations recommended limits. This means that people in China, especially children, are breathing in toxic air equivalent to smoking several packs of cigarettes every day. China's rapid economic growth has brought significant achievements but has also left a heavy environmental toll. Industrial factories have mushroomed, emitting tons of harmful gases into the atmosphere. Rivers, the lifelines for millions, are heavily polluted with industrial waste. Even the once clear blue skies have become a rare sight for residents of many major cities. Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, these names known for their modernity and vibrancy, have now become focal points of environmental crises. Thick smog blankets the cities, visibility is limited, and respiratory diseases are on the rise. More worrying, China, the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, faces immense challenges in meeting its climate change mitigation commitments. But can the Dragon of Asia overcome its environmental pollution issues and move towards a sustainable future? The answer will depend on strong decisions and practical actions by the Chinese government and its people. And we, as observers of this situation, need to ask ourselves, are we contributing to the protection of our planet? Number 9. Qatar. Behind the glitter of one of the world's wealthiest nations lies a troubling reality. Qatar is facing a severe pollution crisis. The PM2.5 air quality index here has reached 37.6, a red alert level for human health. With a soaring population and a boom in construction projects, especially before and during the 2022 World Cup, Qatar has become one of the busiest airports in the world. Millions of travelers each day, along with numerous domestic and international flights, have released vast amounts of emissions, worsening the air pollution situation. Doha, the capital, with its skyscrapers and modern infrastructure, struggles with a lack of clean water. Groundwater is depleted, while desalinating seawater consumes a lot of energy and causes environmental pollution. Although there have been efforts to develop renewable energy, such as connecting solar power plants to the national grid, these efforts are not yet sufficient to reverse the situation. Qatar, with its wealth, has the potential to be a model in environmental protection. However, achieving this goal will require more fundamental and robust changes. Number 8. Democratic Republic of Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo, with its vast rainforests and rich mineral resources, was once known as the heart of Africa. However, the country now faces a severe environmental crisis threatening the lives of millions. The air quality index in Congo is at an alarming level, especially in rural areas. The use of biomass fuel for daily cooking has created a blanket of smoke covering villages, leading to respiratory diseases like asthma, pneumonia, and lung cancer. Each breath in Congo feels like inhaling toxic smoke. Not only the air but also the water in Congo is severely polluted. Mining, logging, and agricultural activities have released large amounts of toxic waste into rivers and lakes, contaminating water sources and affecting aquatic ecosystems. Millions of Congolese people are using polluted water, risking infectious diseases like cholera and typhoid. Deforestation is happening at a rapid pace, reducing biodiversity, causing soil erosion and altering the climate. The rainforests, the Earth's green lungs, are slowly disappearing, making way for agricultural fields and logging areas. Soil erosion has depleted soil nutrients, reduced agricultural productivity, and caused floods and landslides. The environmental issues in Congo not only impact human health but also lead to severe consequences such as hunger, disease, conflict, and migration, making the degradation of the environment an unavoidable consequence. Number 7. Iraq. According to 2022 data, Iraq ranks second in the world for air pollution, just behind Chad. Specifically, the PM2.5 index in Iraq that year reached a record high of 80.1, which is 16 times the allowable standard. Although this index decreased to 43.8 in 2023, it is still very high, over 8 times the standard. The primary cause of this disaster is oil extraction, an industry that significantly contributes to Iraq's economy but has severe environmental consequences. The image of burning oil wells and thick black smoke covering the sky has become all too familiar in Iraq. The toxic emissions from oil extraction not only pollute the air but also contaminate the soil and water, leading to numerous health hazards for people. Do you know that air pollution in Iraq not only causes respiratory diseases but also increases the risk of cancers and cardiovascular diseases? Children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions are the most vulnerable. Moreover, prolonged wars have also left severe environmental impacts on Iraq. Unexploded ordnance and toxic waste from munitions have caused soil, water, and air pollution, leading to long-term environmental and health consequences. To address the severe air pollution, the Iraqi government launched a program to plant 5 million trees nationwide in 2023. This is a commendable effort aimed at improving air quality, combating desertification, and protecting water resources. However, tree planting is just a short-term solution. The deep-rooted issue of air pollution in Iraq is tied to oil extraction, the country's main source of income. While the oil industry is highly profitable, it also has many negative impacts on the environment, particularly air pollution. Number 6. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, a beautiful West African country with vast prairies and traditional villages, is facing a severe issue: air pollution. The capital, Ouagadougou, with its dusty roads and densely packed houses, has become one of the most polluted cities in the world. The air in Ouagadougou is filled with fine dust, toxic emissions from vehicles, and smoke from burning wood. Millions of people, especially children and the elderly, breathe in polluted air daily, leading to serious health issues such as asthma, pneumonia, and lung cancer. One major cause of severe air pollution in Ouagadougou is the high percentage of old vehicles, up to 75%. These old vehicles emit large amounts of toxic gases each day, contributing significantly to air pollution. Additionally, rapid urban development and a lack of planning have led to the spontaneous growth of suburban areas with poor housing and unpaved roads. Dust from dirt roads becomes airborne, especially during the dry season when the Hamadan winds blow strongly from the Sahara Desert, exacerbating the pollution situation. Did you know that air pollution not only harms human health but also impacts Burkina Faso's economy? Statistics show that lower respiratory infections are the leading cause of death in Burkina Faso, accounting for up to 20% of total deaths. The poor are the most affected by air pollution, as they often live in highly polluted areas near industrial zones or busy traffic routes. Decreased labor productivity, increased healthcare costs, and the impact on tourism are unavoidable consequences. Number 5. Pakistan. Lahore, a city known for its magnificent Mughal gardens and historic Islamic architecture, is now enveloped in a thick layer of smog. The air here is so stuffy and polluted that it makes Lahore one of the most polluted cities in the world. Air pollution levels in Pakistan have exceeded red alert levels. Every breath that Pakistanis take is filled with harmful fine particles that penetrate deeply into the lungs, causing a range of illnesses. From respiratory diseases like asthma and pneumonia to more severe conditions like cancer, air pollution directly threatens the health and lives of millions. The disaster is caused by a combination of factors: emissions from industrial factories, vehicle exhaust, particularly from old cars, and the burning of crop residues after harvest. In winter, when the air is cold and damp, pollution becomes even more severe. Smog covers the cities, reducing visibility, causing respiratory issues, and affecting the quality of life for residents. Can you imagine a city where you cannot see the house across the street, where children have to stay indoors all day to avoid inhaling toxic air? That is the reality for people in Pakistan. Air pollution not only harms human health but also affects Pakistan's economy. Decreased labor productivity, increased healthcare costs, and reduced life expectancy, especially in major urban areas like Lahore, are inevitable consequences, along with a negative impact on tourism. Number 4. Kyrgyzstan. Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, has made headlines for its severe global air pollution rankings. In 2022, the city was named one of the most polluted places in the world. Alarmingly, this situation shows no signs of improvement. The PM2.5 index, an important measure of air pollution in Bishkek, is consistently at alarming levels. The primary cause of this environmental disaster is the local practice of using coal for heating and cooking. The smoke from burning coal not only pollutes the air but also has severe health impacts, especially on children. A UNICEF study revealed that children in Bishkek breathe heavily polluted air daily. This exposure can lead to respiratory and cardiovascular problems and even affect brain development. Imagine a child growing up in a suffocating environment where every breath is hazardous. It's heartbreaking. To save costs, many households also burn old tires and scraps to heat their homes. This practice not only increases pollution levels but also poses risks of fire and explosions, threatening the safety and property of residents. Fortunately, the Kyrgyz government has recognized the importance of improving air quality and is working on solutions. However, the road ahead is long and requires collective community effort. Number 3. United Arab Emirates. The image of glittering skyscrapers, shiny supercars, and luxurious shopping malls is often associated with the United Arab Emirates. However, behind this dazzling facade lies a disturbing reality. The UAE is facing one of the most severe air pollution crises in the world. According to recent reports, the PM2.5 index in the UAE has reached 43, well above the safe standard, leading to approximately 1,872 deaths annually related to air pollution. Given the country's population of just over 10 million, this number is alarming, especially for outdoor laborers who are exposed to toxic air daily. This not only causes respiratory diseases but also threatens their life expectancy. So what are the causes of this environmental disaster? The answer lies in the UAE's heavy reliance on oil. Oil is the main source of income for the country but is also a major contributor to air pollution. The extraction and burning of fossil fuels have released large amounts of harmful emissions, covering the UAE sky with a thick layer of black smoke. The country even hosts one of the largest fossil fuel production projects in the world, which continues to add pressure on the environment. It is unfortunate that a wealthy and modern country like the UAE cannot resolve its air pollution issue. Despite commitments to environmental protection, the government's actions often contradict these promises. Continued investment in oil extraction projects shows that the UAE prioritizes economic profit over the health of its people and the environment. Number 2. Bahrain. It is a fact that air pollution is not limited to developing countries. In a developed country like Bahrain, with a population of just 1.3 million people, pollution remains a significant problem. The image of a wealthy Bahrain, with its magnificent skyscrapers and sprawling white sandy beaches, often comes to mind. However, behind this glamorous appearance is a troubling reality. Bahrain is facing a serious air pollution crisis. Air quality index in Bahrain has experienced erratic fluctuations in recent years, with PM2.5 levels varying from 59.8 in 2018, decreasing to 39.7 in 2020, and then spiking to 66.6 in 2022, before dropping to 39.2 in 2023. Despite the decrease, the levels remain alarming. Every breath Bahrainis take carries health risks. PM2.5 particles small enough to penetrate deep into the lungs are a constant threat. The main cause of air pollution in Bahrain is industrial activity, especially in the oil and gas sector. Massive refineries, oil rigs and transportation vehicles release large amounts of toxic emissions into the air. Additionally, natural phenomena such as sandstorms also contribute to increased pollution levels. Air pollution not only affects human health but also has severe consequences for the environment. Marine species are at risk of extinction due to seawater pollution, and coral reefs, which are among Bahrain's most attractive tourist destinations, are being severely damaged. Number 1. Tajikistan. Located in Central Asia, Tajikistan is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, including towering mountain ranges and eternal glaciers often called the roof of the world. However, alongside its natural beauty, the country faces a serious environmental issue: air pollution. In 2023, the PM2.5 index in Tajikistan soared to 49, nearly 10 times the allowable safety level. This indicates that air pollution here is at an alarming level. Several factors contribute to the severe air pollution in Tajikistan. One major cause is traffic pollution. The amount of vehicle emissions has doubled over the past decade, from 340,000 tons per year to 540,000 tons per year. Additionally, the reliance on hydropower also contributes to air pollution. During the dry season, when river water levels drop, Tajikistan has to increase the use of thermal power plants to ensure electricity supply. For instance, the Dushanbe 2 thermal power plant, the largest in the country, burns up to 6,000 tons of coal daily, supplying 60% of the capital's electricity, while emitting large amounts of harmful gases. In addition to pollution from traffic and thermal power plants, Dushanbe is also home to heavy industries that pollute the environment, such as cement factories. For example, the Dushanbe cement plant currently produces 180,000 tons of cement annually and burns up to 72,000 tons of coal. What is even more concerning is that the government plans to build a new cement plant near the existing one, which will significantly increase harmful emissions, leading to severe health and environmental consequences. In response to the worsening air pollution, Tajikistan has begun implementing some solutions. One notable initiative is the Green Taxi project, funded by the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. This project will provide $45 million to purchase 100 electric vehicles and build 30 charging stations in Tajikistan. Switching to electric vehicles will significantly reduce carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide emissions, contributing to improved air quality. So we have explored the 15 most polluted countries in the world. What do you think makes these countries so dirty? And would you dare to visit one of these places to see it for yourself? Leave your comments below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to explore more interesting topics with us. See you in the next videos.